Hello everyone, I'm Sidival and we continue watching Baccano episode 2. In previous episode we meet a lot of characters and in this episode we're probably gonna see even more new characters. It's still kinda intimidating because I gonna be completely honest, I pretty much didn't remember most of the characters what we've seen in previous episode. Well, to be honest, we can say what on characters what we see the most. For now we don't learn a lot about them. I guess in previous episode we mostly seen only Hero and Luck, who belong to different mafia families, I believe. But yeah, and about them we pretty much learn only what they're immortal, as well as at least two another characters, I believe. Probably more. But yeah, it's pretty much all of what we learn. There is some gangs, there is immortal people, and there is apparently was some incident in the past. Now I actually, while I was editing previous episode, I noticed what on the ship, what was shown shortly for us. I believe I seen some pentagram, so maybe this somehow connected to these immortal people. But so far we actually don't know anything about this. We even don't know how much immortal people. We don't know what their immortality actually are. Are they only just can regenerate from even deadly injuries? Well, because this we actually seen as boy lost his head. Well, his head was pretty much blown away, and it wasn't a problem for him to recover. But we don't know if they can die from old age or if they can restore themselves if their parts gonna be like maybe too far away because we seen what they actually getting their blood back as well as part of the body when they regenerate. Well, can we actually want to say what it's regeneration? Yeah, I think regeneration actually not the right word here. It's more like they reassemble themselves, gathering their pieces and blood instead of actually growing this back, which make an interesting question when, as I believe I already said, what's gonna happen if take their parts far away from each other or maybe contain, like in safe or something like this, if they're gonna be able to reassemble themselves in this case. Because it always interesting question about immortal people if they can be killed one way or another. But anyway, not sure if it's gonna be important in this anime. As well as I already said, we don't really learn for now a lot about these characters. I really hope we're gonna learn more today, but I am really afraid that we're not gonna get a continuous story about all characters what we've seen in previous episode, but we probably just gonna see a story what was happening on the train. Well, because it was mentioned in the previous episode that was something happening. So yeah, I am believing this is exactly what we're gonna see in this episode. Well, I guess only thing what we can hope that after this episode we actually gonna finally meet all of our characters, and then every our episode gonna actually tell the story more coherently. At least I'm really hope for this because otherwise I feel I really stupid to keep track for everything that's going on in this anime. Anyway, let's actually just start watching. So, it's gonna start again with a new seller and his cute assistant because I'm not gonna be surprised if all episodes gonna be started with them. Let's see.
そうです。あちらへどうぞ。気をつけて。シカゴ発ニューヨーク行き大陸横断特急フライングプッシーフット号。これがネブラ社が作った走る装飾品だ。デザインはイギリスの王室列車に倣っており、通常後ろにあるはずの一等客室が前にあるのもこの彫刻を押しつぶしたような装飾に合わせているからだそうだ。
Oh, if this is flashback or there is possibility what there is taking place in the future, I guess let's see. I guess we probably gonna learn about this depending on which characters we gonna see right now. Also, I kinda wondering if story with a boy who lost his head gonna be happening at the same time as whatever was going on in the time of previous episode. I think so, but actually not sure. There is possibility that it's also placed in different time. To be honest, I am myself was always more fan of the simple linear story timelines, and I starting to be afraid what this anime gonna be with fractured story timeline, and the story gonna be continue going back and forth between past, present, future, and so on. Well, I actually not even sure what's a present in this story for now. I mean, maybe it's not gonna be the case, but it is really possible after what we seen in the first episode. And if so, I probably gonna be really confused while we watching this anime. But maybe it's not gonna be too hard to understand. Anyway, let's actually start watching it for real right now.
でもちょっと悪趣味な感じもするよな。
やめましょう。
え、どうして？
良くないことが起こる。この列車は呪われています。
おいおい、またいつもの第六感か。
外れたことがあって、大変なことになる。たくさんの人たちが死ぬわ。生き残れるのはよほど運のいい人たちと。
それと
多分人間ではないものだけでしょうね。
By the way, this anime have definitely interesting titles of the episodes. Like actual title of previous one was "The Vice President doesn't say anything about the possibility of him being the main character," which also funny, and it's gonna be definitely funny if he gonna be a main character. But anyway, it was in the previous episode. Besides that, why I was actually stopping because these characters for some reason seems really suspicious. I don't know why. Like, are they here only to tell us what something gonna happen on this train, which we already know what's they're gonna be happening something with people dying and with immortal people. But there is actually a possibility that these two gonna be are real characters of the story. I mean, and gonna be matter. To be honest, for some reason, when I firstly seen them, I was thinking that they can be some characters in disguise. I don't know why I have this stuff. Yeah, anyway. Well, and confusion already begin. Okay, so it is taking place in the past of previous episode because previous episode was taking place in 1931, 1 year from this. Well, roughly 1 year. Okay.
なんだいミリア。
こんなとこで何するの？
俺たちはな、金を掘るんだミリア。
Just checked, and we is actually meet with characters in the previous episode, and it seems like at least one of them is immortal. And actually, them being surprised what he was able to heal himself make me question what they probably didn't become immortal from the start. Like they're not immortal from their birth, so they get immortality on some moment, and we actually don't know when. Is it always in one incident? I believe we actually don't know when exactly this scene going on. I guess it was in the past, probably. But if it was in the past, is it was just past from the first episode, or it's also gonna be the past for the this episode? One thing what make me believe this, what we see on the screen, was in the past because, well, it seems like they only meet with our characters. Well, maybe I'm wrong, but at least I feel so. But in the end of the episode, we actually seen what they was together with them on the train, at least with some of them. So, and because of that, I believe what previous scene was a flashback. But still, this is taking place in the 1931, and this actually 1 year ago. So there is possibility that they not meet each other yet. If so, it's gonna be convenient for us because since they don't know about immortality yet. I mean, we are not sure if he's immortal right now or not. But yeah, since he didn't know about immortality in this scene in previous episode, we can hope they get explanation from another characters, which also gonna mean what we as the viewers gonna get this explanation as well. Anyway.
なあ、その通りだミリア。これは俺たちの一世一代の大仕事だぞ。何せこの地球から金を盗むってんだからな。
地球っていうとこの星のことだね。
なあ、その通りだミリア。未だかつて地球相手に泥棒を企んだ奴はいねえ。
Okay, interesting. I guess you can see it like this. I actually watched second season of Invincible not long ago, and I believe there was a minor villain in this cartoon who also was blaming people for stealing rocks from the earth or something like this. Anyway.
つまりだ、俺たちの名前は歴史に残るんだぞミリア。
Okay, question. If they both believe in this, or he just trying to convince his sister? Wait, is it his sister, or is she his, I don't know, girlfriend, friend? All of this? Who knows? I kinda interested to know who they are to each other. Well, and just in general, learn more about them, as, well, it is pretty much same with all characters of this anime. I want to know more about them, and what exactly going on right now. Are they really believe what mining is equal stealing?
せーの
Are they was digging for 5 months?
な
Well, they definitely have determination.
んだいミリア
普通はみんな川で金を取るのにどうして私たち穴を掘ってるの？
それは何も分かっていないど素人がすることさ。もっとも俺がノリでちょっと砂金を救おうとしたら連中縄張りがどうとか言って怒ってたけどな。
屈辱的だね。
だがしかし俺はこの廃校の前でムカデを見た。足が何百本もあるどでかいやつをだ。なんでも東洋ではムカデは金鉱の神様らしい。そこで俺は確信したね。ここからはわんさか金が出ると。
なんとまだ一回も出てないけど絶対。
If these two are a little stupid, I mean, I guess they probably gonna be a comedic relief of this anime. Wow, they definitely have determination.
そうそうアイザック。
なんだいミリア
エリスから手紙が来てたよ。
So they already know characters from previous episode. Okay.
のそれでなんと
親愛なるアイザックさんとミリアさん、あなたたちがニューヨークを離れてもう1年になろうとしています。こちらは相変わらずですが、賑やかなあなたたちがいないのはやはりとても寂しいです。出るあてのない金の採掘は一旦お休みしてこちらに遊びに来ませんか？アイザックさんとミリアさん、
あなたたち二人のことはまるで自分の兄弟や姉妹のように感じられます。結局会うことができなかった私の本当の兄弟たち、私が作られる前に存在してたみんな。
Existed before I was created. Okay. Is it just strange phrasing? Or she not a human?
彼らのことを考えるととても悲しいけど、アイザックさんとミリアさんのおかげでそれを乗り越えることが。
ねえアイザック、
なんだいミリア
エニスのお兄ちゃんたちもう死んじゃったってことなのかな？
えいやいや違うさ。違うよミリア。作られる会うことのなかったなあ。これはだからああそうあれだ。弟が欲しいってやつだな。
And
それって幸せそうな子供がママにおねだりしてこんなられるってやつだね。
ああその通りだミリア。そっかじゃあエニスは幸せなんだな。
じゃあアイザック、私たちエニスのママじゃないからどうにもできないんだね。
ああ残念だがその通りだミリア。
I am starting to think what maybe you're one who's strange one here. I mean, okay, Isaac also for some reason make their mind here, so maybe they both strange. But is that possible? There is some sad story between these two and why they act like this, or at least he act like this towards her.
代わりに何かすげえお土産持ってニューヨークに行こうぜ。
でもアイザック、私たち全然お金持ってないよ。
じゃあ列車強盗しようぜ。
Okay.
ところで列車強盗ってのは列車で目的地まで行って強盗してまた列車に乗って逃げるってことだよな。
その通りよアイザック。
よしじゃあ前と同じく
No, I guess they both just weird.
悪いことしてるマフィアから金を奪おう。
トライカウント2バッター一打逆転
Well, I really hope they both immortal.
チャンスに応えられるか。ここで一発決めたいところですね。ピッチャー大きく振りかぶって 投げた
ガッキー
打った伸びる入ったホームラン観客は歓喜にむせ返っています
どうだエミリア
正義の味方
Hmm.
うわーすごい
Seriously, it just work like this? Okay, I guess. Well, or they really like you, or they actually surprisingly talented in stealing things.
見ろよミリア
念のため貨物室に楽団員を置かせていただきますのでよろしくお願いします
いやそれは私の一存では
許可なら取ってあります
ああそういうことでしたら何も問題ありません
楽器はデリケートなもん
I guessing these people are on our gangsters, and they probably have weapons instead of instruments.
運び込め
ミリア楽団だオーケストラだモーツワルトだポール・デュカスだトニーさんお疲れ様です
おお、お疲れさん。相変わらず威勢がいいな。
ええついにこのフライングプッシーフットに乗れるんですから
俺にはどうも好きになれない列車だが、若いお前には愉快かもしれんな。
何言ってんですかトニーさんだってまだまだ
次の往復で引退だ。会社にもそう伝えた。
Is he gonna survive next trip?
マジで
年だよ。も
I don't know. It really sounds like a red flag.
うお前さんたちの時代だ。
トニーさん
頼むぞ。こいつは特別な列車だ。
はいおいい女そう思いませんか
列車だが、お疲れ列車だが、若いお前には愉快かもしれんな。
何言ってんですかおいい女そう思いませんかねえねえ
Well, I guess it was indeed red flag. I mean, maybe he survived?
なんか貨物室に見張りが入るらしいよ
大丈夫だよ私たちの狙ってるのは他の貨物室に積んであるみたいだから
でも
安心しろ俺がその見張りなんとかする
ダメだよダメトニーが何かやったら死んじゃうよダメだよ
大丈夫だ多分
多分じゃダメ貨物室に隠し部屋を作りましたよほどのことがない限りバレないでしょ
よほどのこととは
う爆発するとか
Question. Are these people together? I mean, at least it seemed like they connected. Because we've seen these people together with Miri and Isaac in the first episode. I'm not sure about this kid. Also, I don't know, this kid for some reason give me energy of really generic main character. And I mean like a lead character. That's we think a lot of similar characters in a lot of animes. But so far he really didn't receive a lot of screen time, so it's probably not gonna be the case in this anime. Also, well, we obviously seen him on the train on the start of the first episode when newspaper guy and Carol was talking about where to start the story. So I am guessing what we actually gonna see in the story right now. Maybe we're not gonna see entire story in this episode because we don't know how long it is, and we can't be sure what they not gonna just switch to an hour story at some point. But I guess let's see.
なんか貨物室に見張りが入るらしいよ
大丈夫だよ私たちの狙ってるのは他の貨物室に積んであるみたいだから
でも
安心しろ俺がその見張りなんとかする
ダメだよダメトニーが何かやったら死んじゃうよダメだよ
大丈夫だ多分
多分じゃダメ貨物室に隠し部屋を作りましたよほどのことがない限りバレないでしょ
よほどのこととは
う爆発するとか
黒いねアイザック
こんなもんの一頭に乗るってのは一体どんな金持ちなんだろうなああ一つはあの黒服楽団か
純白だなミリア
なあ
あいつら俺らとのコントラストが強調されていい感じじゃねえ。おい、他にどんなのが乗ってるか見たやつはいるか。
あれあれ。ベリアム上院議員のかみさんと娘だぜ。新聞で見たことがあるんで間違いねえ。
おう、そいつはさぞかし世の中を楽しんでるんだろう。
Oh, we already can see that there is gonna be a lot of stuff happening simultaneously on this train ride. Well, maybe not simultaneously, but yeah, definitely a lot gonna take place in this ride. So probably it's gonna take more than one episode to see everything that's going on.
一等客室に乗り込んで自分がさぞかし安全な旅路を送ってると思ってるんだろうな。さ、行こうぜ。哀れな乗客たちを家畜のようにめでてやる。ウジ虫のように憎んでやろう。愛を持って怒り。
And yeah, by the way, I am remembering what we also see this guy in the first episode. It was seemed like he was ready to kill this woman, at least from what I'm remembering. But besides that, I believe we don't know anything about them, so
怒りを持って丁寧にすりつぶしてやろうじゃないか。
ラットじゃーん、車掌の制服ゲット。最高だぜお前。
列車の中で結婚式でもやんのかな。
ハッピーウェディングだね。大騒ぎだね。
なあ、まさに俺たちが列車強盗をするのにふさわしい列車だ。
下から列車で逃げるんだよね。
それもまた列車強盗さ。
okay. So I was right, it was a red flag for this guy. Well, bad to be him.
予定通り出発したそうです。例のものは無事です。ただ、奥様とお嬢様が乗車されています。確かか。名簿を確認しました。例のものは一等客室から最も遠い最後部に配置しました。万が一の場合もご無事かとは思うのですが、予定通り出発したそうです。例のものは無事です。ただ、奥様とお嬢様が乗車されています。確かか。名簿を確認しました。例のもの。
That thing, interesting. What they are talking about. Is it some mysterious thing connected to immortality? Well, maybe it's something else. Like we already learned what at least one charter's apparently not human, so maybe it's gonna be her brother. So far, too much possibilities to speculate.
一等客室から最も遠い最後部に配置しました。万が一の場合もご無事かとは思うのですが、途中強制停車させてお二人だけを列車から降ろすことも可能です。構わん。予定通りにしろ。しかし、何が重要事項かということだよ。例のものかね。私の家族かね。ベリアム議員。万が一何かあったとしたら、それが家内と娘の運命だということだ。
だからその話はここではよせって。
でもヨン、夕方に来てもダメだったから。
やばいんだよ。とびっきりのブツだって言うからさ。
なんでも新型の爆弾らしいよ。お待たせ。
爆弾。
お待たせいたしました。
そうかもしれないって話だよね。ね、
確実らしいぜ。
そんな、もし爆発したりしたら。
それも素敵じゃない？
さすがニース。爆弾魔の面目躍如だね。
We also so far don't know what goal have each charter group what we've seen before. So far, I am thinking what all of them have different goals, but that is also possible what they all wanted to get thing what Senator was talking about. Probably not. At least not all of them. Definitely some of them interesting in this thing, whatever it gonna be.
めてください。人聞きの悪い。
本当に僕たちが盗めるの？ねえねえ。
私がついてるから大丈夫。
So, are they talking what this thing gonna be a bomb? Well, there is also possibility what they're talking about something completely not connected to what our Sandra was talking about.
その通りだミリア。ビシ
俳優か何か。
あいつらさっきから中華しか頼まないんだよ。
ハニーグリーンティーもだ。
なんで？
さあ
話しかけてみたら？話しかけてみなさいよ。面白そうじゃない？
Okay, now I'm confused. So, now it seems they didn't know each other yet, which means scene in the previous episode was after this scene on the train, because obviously they both here. I am believing what this is Annie's person who apparently not human who sent them a letter. Okay, so I guess they connected to, well, at least Annie's, well, and possibly to Firo and Luck right now, but not to another charters. Like, I guess there's also a possibility what these charters actually don't know gangsters yet. Or maybe they just don't know each other. Yep. As I was afraid, everything really confusing so far.
でも怖いよ。
映画スターかもしれないわよ。仲良くなれたら。ちょっとかっこいいんじゃない？
そうかな。
そうよ。
あんまりジャグジーをいじめてやるな。
そんなことありませんよ、ヨウンさん。私はただジャグジーにもっと社交的になってほしいだけです。
それにしても兄ちゃん、すんごい活かしてるな。顔面に入れ墨してるなんて初めて見たぜ。
カルチャーショックだね。
ひょっとして映画スターなのか？
I guess they too extroverted to him.
いや、僕は映画スターなんかじゃなくて酒を作ったり売ったり。
それで
いや、嘘です。ただの不良というか、なんというか。
それから
とにかく普通の人なんです。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
よくわからんが突然謝られたぞ。どうしようミリア。
勝ち負けで言ったら勝ちだね。
おお、勝ったかミリア。いい勝負だった。兄ちゃん、涙を拭いてこっちへ座んな。さあ一緒に中華でも食おうぜ。
食べ放題だよ。
はい。
違うよ。
牛ってのは草食だろ。つうことは牛肉を食ったら草と肉を一緒に食べたことになるってわけさ。
頭いいアイザック。
だろ。食べたもんを食べればそれを食べたことになるんだって。食べ物だけじゃないぞ。何か持ってるものを持っていけば全部自分のものになるんだぜ。お金のたくさん入ってるカバンを持てばその人は金もカバンも持ってるってわけさ。これを東洋ではこういうらしいぜ。そういうお前を
わしゃくっただよ。
そうそれ。
そう
あんな
なんですか。
楽しそうなジャグジー久しぶりだな。
ジャグジー？
ごめんなさい。大丈夫
あ
ですか？
いや、僕は全然平気だから。メリー？
And why this kid with Santa's daughter? He definitely up to no good. Is he on the train to actually take the thing what Santa was talking about?
メリー？うちの娘が失礼をいたしまして申し訳ございません。
あ、いえ、むしろ謝るのはこっちですよ。
なんでだ。
家族でご旅行ですか？ええ。娘と二人で夫に会いに行きますの。ナタリー・ベリアムです。
And now a lot of from these interesting and strange characters are actually grouping together. Interesting. So I guess if right now something gonna happen, they gonna stuck together. Or maybe not.
娘はメリーと言います。
ジャグジースプロットです。これがニースで。
アイザックにミリアだい。
こんばんは。僕はジ
チェスワ・フンメイエル。ニューヨークまで家族に。
Interestingly enough, he actually said his real name, or at least same name what I can see in the charter list.
会いに行くところです。かわいい。昔のジャグジーみたい。本当にごめんなさい。
あ、いいって。悪いことしたわけじゃないんだし。
そうそう、悪いことしたんだからもうレイルトレーサーに食べられちゃうぞ。
そうだ、パックリとね。
レイルトレーサーって。
なんだ、ジャグジーは知らないのか？
レイルトレーサーってのはな、
列車の後を追いかけてくる怪物のことなんですけど、それは闇夜に紛れて少しずつ列車に近づいてくるんですよ。とにかくいろんなものに格好を変えてね。
追いつかれるとどうなるんだ？
人がね、消えていくんですよ。列車の後ろの方からだんだんと一人ずつ、最後にはみんないなくなって、その列車の存在自体がなかったことになってしまうんです。
バカバカしい。
しかも
It sounds just as a creepy story, but since this anime already have supernatural stuff, like immortal people, and apparently not humans, so who knows what actually exists in this world.
もうさらに恐ろしいことに、
恐ろしいことに。
この話を列車の中ですると、その列車にも来るんだよ。
レイルトレーサーがな。
Wait, why she react like this? I know, for some reason I was thinking what she is more serious.
消されちゃうよ。
安心しなよジャグジー。このレイルトレーサーが来ないようにする方法が一つだけあるのさ。
一つだけ。
ええ、それはですね。
ちょっと待て。時間だ。
Oh. Why I think what this method what they actually didn't explain for us right now is actually gonna be important in the future.
時間か。予定通り3名ずつのチームに分かれてことに当たれ。
それで助かるにはですね。
俺も似たような話を知ってるんだよ
助かる方法を交換するってわけですね。
な。なに、単純な話だ。レムレースと呼ばれる幽霊たちの話さ。我々にもはや血縁はなく、あるのはただヒューイ・ラホレット氏への忠誠のみ。生も死も超越し、永遠の生を得たヒューイ氏と最終的に同一化するのは我々の悲願である。
Oh, so they're not gangsters. They seem some cultists. Okay, they know there is actually immortal people exist in this world. So I guess it has sense.
我がレムレース、幽霊と自ら名乗ることの意味をもう一度噛みしめてほしい。我々はもはや死ぬことを恐れない。生きながら幽霊となったのであるから。
助かるためには。
どうすんだっけミリア。
知らないよ。私も初めて聞いたもん。
その話聞いたことがあるな。
本当に。
ああ、確かこの列車の若い方の車掌からだ。
ハイザクさん、僕がすぐにその人から助かる方法を聞いてきます。
Oh,
すみません。
well, and it seems because of this he actually gonna be involved with whatever this cult is actually trying to do.
ちょっと臆病なだけ。なぜだ。さっきは
Interesting. So, okay, it is his real name.
本名を名乗ってしまった。この中
Is there some strange magical rule what make immortals actually introduce themselves with their real names, or they just somehow can feel each other, and because of that, it make him introduce himself properly? So, are we know who exactly is another immortal? Like we know what apparently Isaac gonna become immortal at some point. Probably there is also chance of something else going on. For now, we just assuming that he is immortal, or at least get immortality at some point. Anyway, so far we can say if there is another immortal in this train. I mean, from all we know, what all of these people can be immortal.
死者がいるのか。
怖いね、チェス君。
ああ、本当だね。
幽霊には偉大なリーダーがいた。ところが合衆国政府はそんな人物を逮捕し、闇の中へと葬ろうとしている。
これは儀式だ。偉大なる死を再び我らのもとに迎えるための。この列車は祭壇、乗客は生贄に過ぎない。それを忘れるな。
Oh.
どうしたジョージ、そんなに慌てて。
大変なんだ。この列車が消えちゃうかもしれないんだ。だから車掌さんのところに行ってくるよ。
そこでだ。残された幽霊たちは考えた。上院議員の家族を含めた乗客を人質にリーダーの解放を要求しようとな。我らの偉大なヒューイ氏は明日ニューヨークの司法局で取り調べを受ける。だからこの列車が死のための逃げとして選ばれたのだ。
And they meaning it as a literal sacrifice. So it's not gonna be surprising. They are cultists. And we also seen a pentagram or magical circle or whatever it was, I believe on the ship, what was shown in the first episode. It's actually maybe Australian, there is chance I just don't remember. Well, now it's a question. If they're just fanatics and with sacrifice not gonna do anything, or they gonna do actual ritual, what gonna do something, maybe give immortality to some people, who knows? Or this mean that they just taking this train as a hostages, and all of the story about sacrifice just to intimidate people and government, I guess.
我々のこの行動が放置されているヒューイ氏の解放と奪還につながると信じよう。行ってくる。気をつけろこの
ごめんなさい。すいません。列車が大変なんです。だから僕車掌室に行かなくちゃいけなくて、とにかくすいませんでした。
あいつ確か。さて肝心の助かる。
Okay, interesting. Is he recognize him from somewhere? Or I was right about immortals being able to feel each other? And if so, is it mean that Jacuzzi and this guy in white both are immortals?
確か。さて肝心の助かる方法だが、この話を聞いたやつは皆すぐに死んでしまいました。助かる方法は一つもありませんでしたとさ。
Okay, it was actually kinda interesting episode. And interestingly enough, while I obviously was confused in some places, so far, I think if they gonna continue like this, I have a feeling what I gonna actually eventually understand everything that's going on. Well, I guess it also really helping me what it is a recording, and because of that I can actually check previous episode when it needed. Anyway, yeah, I really hope they're gonna continue next episode from this moment from the train and not gonna switch to apparently an hour slightly related plotline or time frame or something like this. Anyway, I don't think there is a lot to talk about. I feel like what I wanted through episode itself. So far, I guess I am just wanting to say, well, anime is quite confusing. I guess I am enjoying it. And also confusion actually give me something to talk about, which I think make reactions a little bit better. Or at least I want to hope it's make reactions better. But anyway, it was all for today, so goodbye, have a nice other day. If you enjoy this video, if so, press like and subscribe. And if you want to see an edited version, more episodes or recordings of previous streams, then check my Boosty, link in the description.